O'clock on the dot. Rise and shine. It is Monday. And yeah, your head's in the clouds a little bit. It's a little foggy outside. Hope you're having a great start to the day. Good morning to you. I'm WESH 2 First Warning Meteorologist Eric Burris. A little bit of fog out the door. Temperature's nice and cool. I had to come sit outside. I had to. It's just lovely out. Even if it is a little foggy, we can deal with a little bit of that fog. It's still very comfortable, right? I think so. All right, top two things we're looking at for us around Central Florida. Let's start off with that fog this morning. We're going to discuss your out-the-door forecast and kind of get more into the nitty-gritty of where we go from here. Plus, spring break with spring in quotations. Yeah, it may be a little more like summer break. We've got some warming temperatures and even a cool down. Kind of looking ahead. Lots to discuss. But first, let's start off with our head in the clouds. I was so accused of doing this when I was younger. This is a tower cam shot. I don't even need to tell you where it is because we're just watching kind of widespread fog around Central Florida. So this happens to be in Orlando, and you can see the visibility is down to about a mile there. We're sitting at about a half-mile visibility in DeLand, quarter-mile visibility in Palm Coast, 1 mile visibility there in Titusville. The way that you look at this is visibility in miles. Anything less than a mile is kind of pea-soupy, right? So there you go. We've got plenty of that. Pockets of fog around, but there are also pockets of lighter activity, so that's not too bad. First warning, live Doppler radar. Nice and quiet for now, though noticing down around Pinellas County, some showers kind of sneaking on in there, right? So it's not perfectly dry. I do have a little bit of moisture around. Temperatures in the 60s. We are on our way to the 80s this afternoon. And yes, there will be a few opportunities for showers later today. Nothing that looks too strong, but a few showers. Now, before we get too into the weeds, I'm yawning. I need to have some Campeche. All right, we're doing better. We're doing way better. All right. Yep. So that's kind of where we're at. Now, in terms of temperatures today, here's a look at the highs around town. 70s for our coastal communities, 80s across the interior. So, that's not too bad. Here's a look at Futurecast for the day today. Let's dial in those rain chances. I'll bring it full screen for you, okay? This morning, clouds, fog, sure. We'll get a little bit of sunshine through the early afternoon, and then there's Futurecast trying to bubble up a little bit of rainfall. I'll back it up here a little bit so we can really try to key into it, all right? So, 4 o'clock around the metro, four corners, 4:30, 5 o'clock, kind of southern half of the area. That continues through 6, 6:30, 7 o'clock, okay? So there you go. What about the HER model, right? Another high-res... HER literally stands for High Resolution Rapid Refresh. So it's just like our Futurecast model. It's just not run by us. Futurecast is run by us. The HER model is run, I believe it's at NCEP. Let's see. All right, here's the HER model. HER model is doing, I think, a great job showing plenty of the clouds around. We'll just step through time. It's showing some sunny breaks, and then, yeah, kind of the same idea with a few showers around. Futurecast is a little more active, we'll say, than the HER, but either way, it's just a few showers around, so it's not a bad forecast all in. So here's our setup for today. You can see why the moisture's kind of south of us, looking at things, kind of southwest Florida, and even the west coast, going to get that predominant opportunity for rain. Then that moisture from this weekend actually starts to amplify. The tail of it kind of amplifies rain chances for tomorrow. So we start to turn a bit stormier, and then a storm system crossing north of us brings more storms on Wednesday. And then into Thursday, we kind of watch this weird front trying to figure itself out. It's trying. So, obviously, lots of people in town for Bike Week. Looks to be pretty good. You ask me, that Bike Week forecast, not bad with cool morning. I've got my long sleeves on, right? But into the afternoon, we warm up beautifully. And I think that that's wonderful. Also, we've got this week the API, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I used to go to the Pro-Am all the time. It was so fun. Thursday's the first day That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Yeah, really, really great forecast. For the Pro-Am, by the way, not as good. You see how I said that I went to the Pro-Am and then I went right to Thursday? The Pro-Am may see some showers, even some thunder showers around. So the Pro-Am doesn't look as perfect, but definitely once we get into the rounds of golf, that's when we're going to be just awesome. Of course, I used to go to the Pro-Am, or I used to go to the Pro-Am when it was called the Bay Hill Invitational. Hell, I saw Arnold Palmer play for the last time at the tournament, which was pretty awesome. But anyway, here we are for today. Also looking pretty good. High temperatures in the upper 70s, lower 80s. Average temperatures kind of a little lower than will be. Not a bad looking forecast. Yeah, just a little bit of fog this morning. We can deal, right? For goodness sake. Dense fog advisories, by the way, are posted for Central Florida through the metro and points up to the north, okay? All right, let me take a pause, check in, see how you're doing this morning. Good morning to you. Janet says we barely got a sprinkle yesterday in Melbourne. What did I get here at the house? Stand by. Let's check. Tempest. All right, so it's 64 at my house right now. I got 4/100ths of an inch of rain yesterday, which is funny because it looked like there was some, I mean, like that sky last night was chaos. And I ended up getting 4/100ths of an inch of rain. That's hilarious. Sometimes you're the statue, sometimes you're the bird. Oh well. What are you going to do? Lauren says, we didn't get any rain in West Melbourne yesterday. I was hoping it'd wash the pollen away. I know, you and me both, sister. You and me both. Man. How old was I? 5? No, I wasn't 5. Google when the last time Arnold Palmer played in the Arnold Palmer Invitational before it was called the Arnold Palmer Invitational. That's how you'll know. At least one of the years that I was at. Right? Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, so that's kind of the setup here. The next couple of days looking pretty good. Do want to point out, though, that tomorrow into Wednesday, that next storm system starts moving into our area. And at this point, we're just trying to time everything out to really zero in on showers and thunder showers and the severe threat. Of course, we've discussed SIPS in the past. SIPS is kind of a computer model way of checking on the severe threat. I bring this up just to illustrate that SIPS severe threat has gone down a little bit. Not like it's a wash your hands of it kind of thing, but it's gone down a little bit, okay? So I think that the Storm Prediction Center has the right idea by placing Central Florida under a level 1 out of 5 risk for isolated strong to severe storms. Of course, it says Sunday. Hold on. It needs to say Wednesday. There. Is that better? Is that better for you? There you go. So anyway, I think that the Storm Prediction Center's got the right idea, which means that Wednesday is going to end up being a first warning impact day. Watch for the threat of strong to severe storms. Of course, our Futurecast model can look ahead and try and zero in on that. So let's go ahead. And there's, first off, let's just take a step back, okay? Today, only a few showers. Let's just go back. We've got a few showers today. Let's go to tomorrow morning. All right, coffee talk tomorrow. Going to be cloudy once again, okay? But watch what happens into lunchtime. We're watching moisture coming in. And then into the afternoon, it actually looks to be kind of a wet day for Tuesday. Showers, even a few thunder showers. That clears out. And then look at Wednesday. Wednesday, 8:30, some rain around, and then it clears out. So the good news is we'll have the rain chances. Futurecast isn't going crazy on it, but it is kind of more of a morning type thing. All right. Now, I wonder if our beta Futurecast goes out that far. Hold on. I don't know the answer to that. This is Beta Futurecast. Which, by the way, is kind of showing some interesting stuff for tomorrow. That's interesting. And then into Wednesday. Interesting. It kind of clears it all out. So it would really be like Tuesday into Wednesday. So there you go. But at any rate, we'll have to see how, the global models are not necessarily agreeing with the more mesoscale. See, this is where you get into the chaos of forecasting. Here's the GFS. That influx really looks like it wants to come in late Tuesday into, so the GFS has got it like overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Right? Whereas the European, hold on, I got to change the time settings on this. This is annoying. Today, current time through Sunday. Okay. So Tuesday, yeah, so there's the front coming in. So Euro is more of like a Wednesday morning kind of thing. So, late tomorrow into Wednesday is really when we're looking at that threat for stronger storms. But SPC has kind of identified that as having a chance. We just have to fine-tune it all, and we certainly will. We certainly will. Let me change this. From Wednesday, it really needs to be Tuesday night into Wednesday. Tuesday night into Wednesday. There it is. All right, so level 1 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms. Early enough, we can tweak it as we need to. Right? Looks to be a cruddy drive to Georgia and Tennessee tomorrow and Wednesday. That's true. That's true. Oh, wow. Ron Kendrick says almost an inch and a half of rain by you yesterday. Yeah, you got those storms moving in for sure. I did not. I did not. Patty, what's the average precip in March? Seems it's typically rainy. Oh, for the month? Hold on. All right, here's the outlook for the month of March. Average rain, 3.77 inches. Okay, that's in Orlando, mind you. 3.77. So, give me a minute. Let me do this. I gotta find Almanac Rain MCO. Almanac Rain MCO. Almanac Rain MCO. All right, here's the almanac as to where we stand right now. So for the year, we're below average, but you could see at least for the month, we're running above average. So there you go. All right. Accumulated some pea-sized hail at my house yesterday. Love that. I like that it's small enough. We don't have to deal with any kind of damage or destruction, so that's always a good thing. Karen says, love the singing birds in the background. I do too. My backyard, I love my backyard. GFS is drunk. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Loving the birds. Yeah, it's I as soon as I was like, it's not that cold out here, I was like, I've got to do coffee talk outside. It's quiet. It's peaceful. Yeah. Mickey's asking what kind of hazards. At this point, we're just trying to dial it in. You know, it looks like it. You know, to me, with the time frame being as such that it's kind of an overnight thing, the biggest concern that I'm going to have at the moment is just this idea that it's, you know, it's going to be a late night thing. And anytime we get a late night thing, less than desirable. Just being honest with you, right? Like that's Wednesday at 6 a.m. You know, it's just a matter of how this plays out. So less than desirable when you get storm systems coming in overnight. To me, that's going to be kind of a bit of a concern. Yeah. Little bit. March is drier. It's April that's moist. April showers bring May flowers. Yeah, so let's look. We can look at that. All right, so we saw March. Let's bring it back up for anyone that wasn't listening. All right, so March's rain averages about 3.77. For April, oh, wrong one. Hold on. For April, we average 2.68. Did you know that? March is wetter than April. It's funny. I got married in March, so that tells you I didn't even know that. Isn't that funny? April, and then we get into May and watch how different the month of May is, right? Because we start to transition into our rainy season. 3.45. Isn't that crazy? March and May. That's crazy to me. And then, of course, we get into June, and we know what happens when you get into the month of June. We start to get into the rainy season. Up goes the rain, right? Yeah. And by the way, notice those average highs in the 90s. So, yeah. Love that for us. It's right around the corner, too, which is just so funny. Right around the corner. Goodness gracious. Lauren, I'm not going to lie, that kind of caught me off guard, too. Oh, man. Too funny. Any bad weather for next week? Vacation time? All right, so let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. We can do that together. And you'll notice, first off, today we do have a few showers in there. That's okay. We can handle a few showers. You'll notice tomorrow into Wednesday, kind of that bridge, Tuesday into Wednesday, showers and thunderstorms around. And it's an impact day. Kellyanne hasn't put the tag on there. I'm telling you it's an impact day. I'm telling you watch today, maybe WESH 2 News at noon will have it. If not, I can almost promise you WESH 2 News at 4, 5, 5:30, 6 will have it. You're going to get the little impact icon. Then we turn sunny on Thursday. I'm going to be heading down. I'm going to take a flight. My first solo flight in a decade? I'd have to look at my logbook, but my first solo flight in a decade. I'm going to go down. I think I'm going to go down to Vero Beach for lunch. CJ Cannon's, if you've ever been. Ooh, it's good. And then getting warmer Friday, getting warmer. I may have to turn the pool heater on for this week. And then notice into Sunday, more thunderstorms coming in, dropping those temperatures. So, yeah, good times. Good times. Good times. Did I mention good times yet? Ay. April showers bring May flowers, except in Florida, because Florida's going to Florida and do whatever the heck she wants. Cindy, that's it. Florida's going to I need to make t-shirts. That'll let me become independently wealthy. I'll make money off of all of you. I'll buy one, too. Florida's going to Florida, and it's got like a hurricane and a sun, and it's going to, I've got an idea. And then we can all go retire. Remember last April we had all that hail and that recycle sometime soon, or is that done for... Every year starts a new pattern, so yeah. Brent, you know that $100 hamburger, you know. Beverly says, looks like a scary movie outside with all the fog. Can't even see across the pond. I can see across. My pond's not that big. I have to tell you, though, this is kind of funny. So this morning, Alexander, my youngest... We took Stella out, out here in the back to go potty. And he said, it's soggy outside. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, look at all the fog. And he's like, no, look at all the sog. And it's just so funny. Like he's on the end of that chapter. Like he's 3. Pretty soon he's going to start to say things correctly, but it's still adorable when he mispronounces things because of his age. And I was like, no, it's fog, buddy. And then at least he was, he had the wherewithal to say like fog and sog, they rhyme. And I'm like, yeah, look at the fog. And he's like, no, look at the sog. And I was like, okay, we'll get there. Oh man. Yeah, Wind Direction World Tour City. Yeah, we need to do that. Models are guidance, not gospel. That's it. I need to do this one of these days. I'll convince my employer. Or when they can me, I'll just go do them myself. Oh, God. Ann says, my daughter used to call dog... I see F star star star. So is it the word that I think it is? The wordest of words? I like the term soggy because sometimes the fog has mist in it. So it makes sense. Agreed. I was like, this kid, you know, he's 3 going on 40. Like, it's great. You and the wife need a vacation. Where's your dog at? The dog's inside. What does she have to do with anything? I agree. All of us need a vacation. Teach him that it isn't soggy, it's moist. I'm just trying to be the best steward I can to these kids. That's all. Oh, fountain just turned on. Beautiful morning. Beautiful morning, my friends. All right, so any questions about what we've got here? First off, anything? It's beautiful outside. I don't mind a little foggy morning. I know the summer days are coming, and I'm excited about them. I love summertime. 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 Can you look at the soundings for Wednesday? Sure. Give me a minute. NAM. All right, we can go to the NAM. Stand by. NAM. All right. Give me a few seconds. All right, so what he's asking is to look at the soundings. If you're new to town, the soundings are one of the tools us weather nerds use to kind of figure out the environment. Okay? This is the NAM model, so we're just going to start the NAM. Let's go to the GFS. Give me a minute. Yeah, the HER's running. Convection allowing. The HER's not. Is it going to go far enough out? Wednesday, let's go a little earlier. All right, so sounding, we'll do MCO. All right, so this is 00Z, so that's hour 42. So let's do hour 38 before we go straight up. That's Tuesday. So I mean, I got to be honest with you. I don't, this is early. This is Tuesday at 16Z, so that's like late morning tomorrow. I'll make it bigger just so that we can see it as best as we can. So this is model sounding is what you're looking at. When we kind of forecast for severe weather, we use soundings. That's a little bit. There's nothing scary, I can tell you that right now. 34, 35. It's a pretty saturated air mass up top. Yeah, I don't see a ton. I do see a turn in the winds. There's a little bit of directional shear, not a ton, but it's a pretty saturated air mass. This is 20Z tomorrow. Which it's what is it? So if it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's 5 hours. So this is 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 5. So this is 4 p.m. tomorrow. I mean, I basically took it from like lunchtime. This is 4 p.m. I really don't see much. I mean, popcorn thunderstorms, sure. But as far as like scary stuff, like El Nino scary stuff, like the big winds. Look, I mean, so look at the wind barbs here, right? So top left panel, look at the wind barbs. You got to go to 300, 200 millibars to get much wind. So there's not a lot of low-level energy. I don't see much. I really don't. Yeah. I think the idea is popcorn storms fire up, sure. Yeah, I mean, I really don't see much. Let's switch. All right, so we can switch models though. Let's do our due diligence here, for goodness sake. Let's switch from the HER. Let's go to the GFS. And I'm going to go to 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. So that's 11 a.m. It's 11 a.m. tomorrow. All right. Switching models. All right. So that's 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. So that's 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. There's a little bit of wind downstairs. It gets cold pretty quick, so you've got that opportunity to get a little bit of hail. But the wind, like, this is not going to be a tornado thing. That I can promise you. But even there, it, like, levels out, starts warming. Yeah, there's more wind energy on the GFS than on the HER model. So, you know, I think it'll be a pretty similar situation to what we had yesterday, where you're going to get some gusty winds, you're going to get some hailstorms, but nothing looks home runny. Now, right there, so that's like 11 o'clock at night, you know. There's more wind energy there in the lower levels on the GFS versus the HER. Yeah. Little inversion there. So, I mean, I think that the Weather Service did a good job. You know, they're calling it a marginal risk. I think that that's an appropriate call. Now that we've looked at the data, you know, I think that's a valid call. I think a low level 1 out of 5 risk for strong to severe storms, I think that's the right call. Nothing consistent. You know, I wouldn't have gone level 2 based on what I'm seeing, or scattered strong to severe storms. But a level 1 risk, sure, that's an appropriate measure. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. Putz. Oh, boy. All right, so does everybody feel better about this? How do we feel? Do everybody feel better? We like this? You're on the flight path today? I usually am. Winds are 060 at 9. So I'm directly north of MCO. So either they're starting their approach in when they're on a southerly direction, or they're taking off and coming by. Tim's asking, was that Alex buzzing your broadcast? Let me look at, see if his airplane is up. His airplane is not up. He did just file a flight plan, but he is not up yet. Yeah. I'll have to, Debbie's asking about the Coffee Talk drive-through, if Claire will be here. I'll have to ask. I haven't chatted with her in a couple days, so I'll have to ask and see. Steph says Southwest 7-3 above you. Probably was. I didn't look. I'll tell you, I have no visual confirmation of it. Patty says, no, I want a thunderstorm in Palm Coast. I do think we'll get thunderstorms. Yeah, I do think we'll get thunderstorms. Let's look at our Futurecast model again. Do they get, is it like it's not a severe weather outbreak. That's what I don't see happening at the moment. So there you go. So like afternoon showers, and then it's going to be like late afternoon that we could start to get some feistier stuff. And you see it kind of continues overnight. It's that kind of stuff. And then even into Wednesday morning. Yeah. So I've got, something tells me I may be working a modified schedule tomorrow. Oh my God, you didn't even see the darn thing. Hi, I've been looking at Futurecast by myself. All right, so 4 p.m. tomorrow, storms. 1 o'clock we start to see showers. Then we start to get some storms popping up and moving through, right? And then kind of bubbling through the overnight, and then even into Wednesday morning, a couple of cells. But yeah, looks like tomorrow afternoon could have some storms around. So yeah, I do see storms, but like a widespread severe weather event at the moment, the dynamics do not look there, which is good. Which is very good. Diane says we must practically be neighbors. I'm also on a flight path 11. Hey, could be. If not, we're on kind of a line, you know, a direct line off of MCO together. Brent, no worries. Plane didn't have visual on you either, but there's a lot of space. What are the chances? That's true. Yeah, that's true. Lucas is asking, how long does the El Nino pattern last? We're expecting this El Nino to fade by summertime, like mid to late summertime. Yeah. As long as the heavier stuff comes after we leave Blippi tomorrow night, I'm hoping for you. I'm hoping for you. Florida's going to Florida, Mickey. You got it. You got it. All I see is you, Bo. All I see is you, baby. Let's see here. Chris, you're southwest of the Orlando. Oh, of Sanford. Oh, yes, you are. Yep. Yes, Chris, you get to enjoy me and all of my friends doing all those traffic patterns there. Yep. Last night coming back from the rocket launch, that pattern was so full, looked like stars. I know. I loved watching it. Out my window. I'm typically on the flight path for the Allegiant planes coming into Sanford. Then you've probably been on the path as I've flown into Sanford. Sanford's my home airport. Right now overcast at 200 feet with 2 statute mile visibility. They're low IFR. My grandson, the 7-year-old, jumped in the 67-degree pool. Oh my God. Wow. Diane's asking, did I make it to the Space Center in Huntsville? I did not. Next time I'll have to go. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, well. Oh, well. No, I'm not going to Vero today, Priscilla. I'm going to go to Vero on Thursday, I think. Either Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know. I've got the airplane checked out on both days, so we'll see which one I actually go. Is there a long-term over-year increase in hurricane frequency in Central Florida? That's quite a question. Yeah. Yep. All right. There's a lot of ways you can look at that. Overall, the numbers have gone up, though, right? A reminder, actually, and I need to adjust the graphic, so hold on. But a reminder, on Friday, we released our hurricane season forecast. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. Okay, graphic updated, turned it on. There you go. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. If I got it, I got the link updated. If you've not checked it out, it's there. Put it out on Friday. wesh.com/hurricane forecast. My mom's favorite, loves CJ Cannons. Yeah, Diane, I'll be having breakfast burrito. Ooh, the breakfast burrito from CJ Cannons on either Wednesday or Thursday. Love, love, love it. All right. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. You can't tease us with the hurricane forecast anymore. It's done happened. That's right. It's done happened. And if you missed it, wesh.com/hurricane forecast. It's done happened. You can read all about it. It's done happened. Love it. One more look at Futurecast for today. Just a couple of showers this afternoon, Keith. Just because I like it, Keith, I'm doing it. Otherwise, I'd be making fun of you, Keith. All right, quiet through the afternoon. There's 3, 4 o'clock, a few popcorn showers, mainly south. So today's looking pretty good for Bike Week. Tomorrow, though, for Bike Week, watch the clouds, maybe a shower in the morning, but really it's going to be into like the afternoon. There's 3 o'clock showers, and then even a couple of thunderstorms around. All right? Oh my God, I just did it again. I pulled the darn thing up and you couldn't see it. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed now, Keith. Not your fault. I'm just annoyed. Hold on. Bada bing, bada boom. There. Futurecast today. Couple of showers this afternoon. No big deal. Looks like it should want to stay south of you. All right? All right. There's the 7-day forecast. Oh, man. Play the shameless plug one more time. I took it off the computer. I don't even have it anymore. It's done. We've moved on, Mike. We've moved on. Oh, man. There's a cute restaurant at the Flagler Airport, too. I'll have to go up there. Tim says you need a day off to relax. I got to figure out my schedule this week. Hold on a second. Have 2 seconds for a call. Texting the wife, not the wife, the boss. The actual boss. Need to check in with the actual boss. I will take a day and I will relax. Yes. I know the next 2 days are going to be wet. We're riding all day today. Enjoy today, Keith, because, yeah, Tuesday, afternoon Tuesday into early Wednesday. But really, Tuesday, most of the day looks decent, the morning at least. And then into the kind of late morning, early afternoon on Wednesday are looking good. So we're not looking too bad. I'll buy lunch if you fly to the Portsmouth, Ohio Regional Airport. I'm not taking a 172. When I buy a Mooney, I'll take it to Portsmouth, Ohio. I'm not taking a 172 that far. If you ever hit 06 Charlie, I'll buy you a burger. It won't disappoint. When I get my airplane, when I buy my airplane, then we can talk. Yeah. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, Priscilla. It's Thursday at Thursday's looking fantastic. No problems. No problems. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, anything? What's the weather in Davenport? This morning, foggy. Later today, a couple of showers because you're further south. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll have to watch for some storms. Going once. Going twice. Sold. Be the sunshine in someone else's day. Thank you so much for hanging out for Coffee Talk. Patty says, I am 10 minutes from the Flagler Airport. I've got dear friends that live right near the Flagler Airport, too. Be the sunshine, would y'all? Enjoy your day today. I will see you tomorrow morning on Coffee Talk. We'll do this all over again. Sound good? Sound good? Take care.